Welcome back everyone. For today's video we are going to be taking a look at some of the new bots that have been added to the chess.com website for the month of November. Now the bots are always very popular, but for this month we have some new world champion bots on the site. So amongst them are the famous world champions Jose and Raul Capablanca, Paul Morphy, the first American unofficial world champion, and of course you have Mikhail Tal, the magician from Riga, amongst others. So with all these great world champion bots, I'm really curious to play against them and see just how strong they are. So for today, we're going to start by playing against Jose Raul Capablanca. He was the third world champion of chess, and it says get ready for a tough fight against the positional legend. So we're going to play a challenge. We're going to play with the white piece, one game with white, one game with black, and let's get right into it. All right, so it says I played some of the most interesting games in history. Let's add this to the list. Now, one thing I want to stress in terms of making this video and when I play bots is that I can obviously go for the cheese by playing these classic hippo setups, E3, D3, G3, Bishop G2, and I think for the most part it works unless there's specific programming. But at this point, I want to do something new. I want to be a little bit more creative, so we're just going to play straightforward normal openings instead of going for the cheese where you try to clog the toilet and win the game over the course of a couple hundred moves. All right, so let's start with E4, pawn to King 4, best by test. Let's see how Jose Raul Capablanca responds. He plays E5. Hello, I'm the third chess world champion, Jose Capablanca. Okay, let's play knight F3. Keep it pretty standard. Get knight C6, and now I'm going to play bishop B5. This, of course, is the classic Spanish opening. Plays A6. Let's retreat the bishop back to A4. And now we get D6. So in this position, I can castle, play C3, D3, a lot of different options here. I think that I'm going to start with castles because if we get B5, bishop B3, knight A5, I can always play for D4. We get bishop D7. Let's go C3 and prepare to build a big white center here with the pawn on D4. Let's go D4. Probably bishop G7, I'm guessing. Let's go D5. I'm going to trade off the bishops and play C4, knight C3. I do believe, as a matter of fact, I've had this exact position or something very similar to this against none other than Magnus Carlsen in one of the Sinquefield Cup tournaments quite a few years back. Now, B5 is an unusual move. I believe that black's supposed to play H6 followed by F5, but B5 is not something I'm familiar with. So I have a couple options here. First, I can play B3 to try and keep the pawn chain alive. I can also take, maybe I can play Queen E2 as well. Let's think about this. So what do I want to do here? I think what I'm going to play is I'm going to go knight C3. So if he takes, I'm going to go knight D2, take with a knight, and it goes B4. I was hoping it would take so that I could go knight D2, knight C4, and then get these knights in the center of the board very active. But he decides not to do it. He plays B4. Now I could go knight A4 here. Knight A4, C5, C6 looks reasonable. Knight E2 feels like the more correct move, I should say, to bring the knight to G3 to support everything on the king side. Let's go knight G3 here, guard the pawn, and now we get C5. Now after C5, I can obviously go for the classic glitch move. I can play end peasant here by taking the pawn, or I can play something like A3. I think in the spirit of trying to play an open position, keep the game lively, I'm going to take on C6 here, going for end peasant. Let's see what Jose chooses to play. He takes with the knight, and now I feel like I should play Queen E2 and Rook D1 just to put the rook in the center, pressure the pawn, maybe bishop G5 somewhere. Let's go here, put pressure on the center of the board immediately, and now I could go bishop G5 here. Actually, I think I am going to play this move, try to trade the bishop for the knight, and then reroute my knight to D5. Let's take. Let's go knight F1, knight E3, get this bastion here. I'm actually really liking my position with the knight jump. Maybe there's knight D4. Okay, it doesn't play it. I'm going to go here, go for the bastion. Bishop G7. Now it feels like I should obviously put the knight on D5 here. I've got an outpost, it's a bastion. The knight looks really good. We get Queen A7, and now I feel like I need to find a way to play in the center of the board. Now I could go Rook D3. I could also go H4. I know computers really like playing H4, H5 in some of these positions, but to me it feels like Rook D3 makes a lot of sense. So I'm just going to stack the rooks on the D file here. Knight D4 I can still trade. I think at some point I'm gonna go B3 to create the chain of pawns here. Actually, if I go B3 now, what's happening? Takes, knight D4, takes, F3. Maybe okay, but not clear cut. B3 is definitely an option. I don't really like B3 the more I think about it. Could go Rook E1. I could go Rook E3. Doesn't look right. B3 takes, knight D4, Queen E1. Very hard to judge what's going on here. So I think I have made a mistake. I feel like I've made a mistake here because now knight D4 is coming in. There's pressure on the file. B3 is the only move that feels kind of okay. I don't like it, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay, it goes queen b7, so now it's, I think, aiming to play knight d4 where it doesn't hang the pawn on b4 maybe because the queen guards, and maybe there's something on the diagonal. I feel like I had a great position and I've kind of misplayed this. So I think what I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to go rook to e1 here. So if takes, I take. If knight d4, I can trade the knights maybe. I can also go queen d1. My instinct is to play queen d1, but it could be very wrong at the same time. No, I'm going to trust my instinct. I think the center of the board remains closed here even after he takes. So he takes, I take back. After takes. There are no ice skaters here. It takes with the knight on f3. Now I can't take with the queen because then I do actually get ice skater on the back rank. I did miss this. Rook f3 is still playable. Maybe rook f3 takes. And I think I'm still okay here after takes. There's no back rank stuff. I can go g3, king g2. Create the square for the king in case it tries to line up like some kind of weird right triangle. Okay, I think I go g3, create the luft. I move the king out of the way. Let's go king g2, try to sidestep any tricks here. At some point, I'm probably going to play h4, h5, if I had to guess. Maybe queen d2 is a move, queen d3 is a move. A lot of options here. I'm thinking I'm just going to go d3. Now, okay, it goes rook f8. Now, this is a mistake for sure. Rook f8 can't be right because now I can trade a set of rooks, and this knight should be better than the bishop. I think actually I'm positionally outskilling Jose Raul Capablanca in this game. And I suspect that I'm already much better, if not winning, if I play this precisely. But can I be precise is the question of the day. Now, rook e3, rook f3 seems reasonable to play on the file, followed by queen e4. h4, h5 also pretty decent. I think I'm just going to go for h4, h5 right away, try to attack on the king side. Now, I play h5, takes rook e3. Unclear. Let's go here. Rook f3 followed by h5, queen e4. Should be very good for me. Let's go queen e4 here. I can play h5. I can wait. It just blundered a pawn. Wait, I just take. Wait, but if I take, there might be no queen a3. I've got knight c. Wait, so it just blundered a pawn. So I take and now I should win the game. Oh wait, no, it's got bishop h6. After rook e3, it might be bishop h6. I might have made a slight mistake. Just when I thought I had the game won, I might have made a slight mistake. Okay, but if I go here, e4 takes, rook b2. I think I got a little bit sloppy here. Maybe I'm still better, but winning is going to be very difficult now. Got a little bit sloppy. I could play knight d5, h5 doesn't make any sense. So let's see here, e4. Okay, I'm going to go for it because I don't think I can lose here. Okay, it goes king g8. I thought bishop h6 was just better. Now I should be able to reset though with knight d5 or maybe just king f3. Maybe knight actually I think I'm gonna go knight d5 because now bishop h6, rook d3, e4. I have knight f6 to create the fork. So I go here. e4 doesn't work. King f7, and now I have to find a move. Now b4, very reasonable choice. g4, g5 also reasonable choice. Let's see if I go g4, e4, that doesn't look right. So I'm gonna go b4 here, try to go for b5. Now the question is, do I tickle the king with the check first, or do I play rook c3 right away? My instinct is that I should tickle the king and then go rook c3. Let's go here, offer the trade of the rooks, and now I'm gonna start pushing. Wait, what is this? Wait, I'm just up a pawn here. Okay, Jose Raul Capablanca has blundered. Wait, I'm just pushing the pawn. Wait, what? I just pushed the pawn and now I win the game, huh? I just ignore everything. I push P, get a queen, and we're gonna beat the third world chess champion. I just ignore it, get my queen. I could have taken the pawn, of course, as well, but no need. Let's take. I feel like at some point it just blundered here. So I'll take the pawn. Now the main thing when you have so much more material, you simply want to trade everything off the board. Let's start pushing. Get a second queen, I guess, if I can. Let's go check, and now I have a forced checkmate here. Check, check, and mate. There we go. All right, so we get a win in the first game. Now I did get a little bit lucky. I got a very technical positional game, so I can't complain. Let's try again. Let's play against with black. I assume he'll fare better if he can avoid a positional game, but it also is possible that a lot of these bots, they play really well up to a point, but then they actually make some blunders. So I'm going to play e5 again. I want to be solid here because I have a theory that these bots will always blunder later in the game, and if you play something too sharp, they can just blow you off the board right away. So we get the Scotch opening. It says, I defeated Lasker 4-0 to become world chess champion. If you're as good as him, the game should be close. Well, actually, it's funny that Jose Raul should say that, because in reality, I did beat him, so that means that I'm actually better than both of them. So we got knight takes d4. I can play knight f6. I can go bishop c5. I'm gonna play knight f6 here. Bishop c5, queen h4 are both moves. We get the classic 4 knights. Now this 4 knights is something that Hikaru has actually played. He won a very important game in the Isle of Man last year in the Grand Swiss when he beat Fabiano Caruana en route to qualifying for the candidates tournament. So it's something that Hikaru has played with both colors. I played it obviously with white as well as black. So let's go bishop b4. If takes, I will just take with the pawn. Now I'm going to go d5, try to take a bit of the space in the center of the board. Queen e2 is unusual. Normally white goes bishop d3. I'm wondering if I castle here, if there's some trick. I'm just going to castle and play rook e8. Okay, I think if I go rook e8, what's happening? Rook e8, bishop g5, h6, bishop, h6, bishop f6, gf6, queen g4. So rook e8, bishop g5, d6 maybe, castles. Very, very sharp. Rook e8, bishop g5, h6 takes. Yeah. I have no idea what is going on here, but let's have some fun and go for rook e8. Okay, it goes bishop e3. What? Wait, what? But now I can just take and go knight d5, and I'm up a pawn. If I can trade off the knight for the bishop, I just win the game. Yeah, I'm gonna go here 100%. I just want to trade off the knight for the bishop. Jose Raul is not playing great at the moment. He is not having a good day at the office. Let's just put it that way. Now I could go a5 to play bishop a6. There's some good reason not to play a5. Actually, a5 castles bishop a6 or c4, but still, I'm still gonna go for it. I want to go bishop a6, hit everything on the diagonal. Oh, it's c4, queen e7. But honestly, this just looks terrible for Jose. I just go d5 here. I mean, I'm just up a ton of pawns. This is just actually a huge disaster. Jose has apparently not been studying his openings very well. I just take. There's no ice skate, or I can go a4, a3. I think I'll just play a4 here. The reason I'm going to go a4 is very simple. I missed rook b4, but bishop b5, c4. I can just take and rook b5, rook d8, and I'm fine. If I get the rook to e8, now it should be all pretty Gucci here. I'm guarding everything. I've got a triple stack in the center of the board. Goes e4. Now f5 should just be winning. He can't take either pawn due to the triple stack winning the game. Get bishop f1. That's actually probably a good move here, because if I take, he takes, and he's fine. If I take, he takes with a rook. If I take with a pawn, I think I'm going to go for an endgame here. So I think he's going to take. He'll sack the rook. Oh no, I thought he would sack the rook, but then I could block and go queen b6. Now I think queen c5 is winning here. If this is not winning, I really don't know why I'm playing chess. So let's get the queens off the board. Oh wait, there's c4. Oh no, there's c4. Oh no, I just blundered. Oh my gosh, that is so careless by me. I'm still probably better, or am I even better? Yeah, this is very dangerous now. Oh my gosh, I just missed c4 completely. I think I'm still okay here. I think let's go here, trade the rooks off. But this is going to take a lot of work to win now. I think I'm still winning with g5. G5 takes bishop f7. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go g5 followed by f4. Bishop f7 as well. Let's go here, take the pawn. Let's take and take. This should be winning, I believe. Okay, I have e3 here, which should be good. If I go e3, king e1, I can take rook c2, rook e7, f4, takes, rook e4. Not clean. It's still tricky, actually, still tricky. E3 feels correct though. E3, maybe e3, king e1, f4. I'm gonna trust my instinct. I'm gonna go with e3. Actually, king e1, I also have e2 and rook e5 maybe. E2 takes rook e5. If e2, bishop g2, bishop a6, rook c6. Still very tricky. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, how do I win this position? If I take, I also have bishop d5 here. Bishop d5, bishop d. I think I'm going to try to push my p. I'm going to go here followed by f4, f3. And I think this should be good enough. F4. This should be good enough. I go f3. I have bishop b3 as well. So I should be winning here. I think I just keep pushing p. I go f3. Idea bishop b3 and rook c1 to checkmate the king. Goes rook b7. Okay, now this has to be winning with the pawns so far up the board. If I go f2, there's king e2. If I go e2, If king d2, I can sack the rook with rook to c1, and I believe, oh wait, rook c1, rook e7. I still have to check on d1, so I go here, sacking the rook. Okay, now I take, and now the rest is basic. I just go rook check, take the pawn. Okay, check takes, and now we'll get another win. Key here is basically just get the king up the board, start pushing the pawn. Oh, actually, it's got king b6, which I missed. Wait, this actually is not so simple now. Wait a second. So if I go h5, king b, no, but this should be winning. King b6, I go here, in h4, h3. This should be pretty straightforward. Just push the p. h4, h3, h2 with the wooden shield. I don't know why I wasted time before doing this, but now, yeah, I just start pushing. The bishop guards a square, rook guards a square. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, and we get the win. That's queen. I'll take. And we're gonna get a second win here against Jose. Now Jose, obviously this bot, little bit, it seems like it's lacking in an opening book. It's just making some mistakes that it shouldn't make. It's weird though, because the rating that's assigned to this bot is 2725, but I've played bots on chess.com that are assigned ratings of 2800, and they play a lot stronger than this Jose Raul Capablanca bot. So I'm a little bit confused as to what exactly is going on. Let's go here. I think I'm just going to mate with the rook and the king now, just to show you guys some basic technique. I'm going to leave the bishop in the corner and just mate with the king and the rook here. Let's go king d4, and now I'm just going to play let's go here, cut the king off by another row or file. Let's go here, and now I run the king up, and then I go here, and boom, and we get checkmate. So we get a win against this bot. I think that it simply made some mistakes. If I go to the game review, we'll check the game review for a second just to get some idea of what it did.
Good job grabbing a big advantage in the opening and converting the win.
I did not actually know there was such a feature in game review. Okay, that's actually really funny. I had no idea there was such a feature. But that being said, let's get to the game. We got e4, e5. Okay, all pretty standard here. It plays queen e2. Queen e2 is already a big mistake, by the way, from Jose Raul Capablanca. As you see, this ignores a better way to defend a pawn that was under attack. I had no idea there was actually this voice thing, so in a way, I'm showing off this function or feature that you have with chess.com if you have you know, like a diamond membership. But I guess already here it's bad after castles. e5 is a mistake. Rook e8 is correct. Bishop e3, and then already here a5 is best. So I actually played a very good game. d5, very good. The only big mistake here that I made was, this is good, was queen c5. This was a mistake, and I'm a little bit lucky I didn't end up in a lot of trouble because of it. Probably what, e3 is just good enough. Yeah, e3 is simply winning because I have a triple stack with a passed pawn, and white's just completely cooked. But I played queen c5, you know, and it's what it is. But we get the win, so that was actually a little bit of fun. What does worry me is having played against the Jose Raul Capablanca bot. I do believe that this is, if I click on next bot, actually I didn't mean to do that. Let me go back. Whoops, play versus bots, wrong scene. I will just resign this game. Is that if I click on new game and I go through the world champions, I do believe that these bots, like Tal is 2705, Capablanca is 2725. And Paul Morphy is 2600. Because of the rating of these bots, I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit worried perhaps they might not be so strong, but we will find out in the coming days when I choose to play against the bots. So on that note, I hope you guys have enjoyed this recap of me playing against one of the new bots on chess.com for the month of November, the world champion bot of Jose Raul Capablanca. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure that you smash that subscribe button below, and we'll be back with some more great recaps and videos in the very near future. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.